Welcome once again, fam. If you're joining us today, please like and subscribe this channel, Mask TV, for more thrilling videos. Moving on to Season 1 Episode Shest. Starlight, after her breakdown, the video became the talk of the media. In order to build the monument of the Supes, a screening of the Sevens needed to be made. Starting from Homelander, we get to see him all bitterly looking, then happy. What a maniac. Moving on to the boys, managed to put together all the hospitals Vought managed to ship Compound V to. And after the resurrection of Kimiko, she accepted the boys as her family but acted strangely so far. She drew symbols, trying to communicate with them, meaning she knows what they needed to know. The Starlight breakdown always comes with consequences. We get to see a woman whom has been seen multiple times but yet know not of her name. Ashley Barrett, the one with the big idea of putting Starlight on stage, got fired but will return. Moving on, Starlight was on her way to see Stillwell and getting there. Stillwell wanted to also fire her but couldn't as Starlight made a savaging comment. The Deeper in his video. No explanation is needed here. But here we see the people behind gathering and picking up the thrash from the ground and later throwing them back because of the shot. Does this mean that the deep doesn't care of the ocean? The answer is yes. A-Train's video. Basically, all this video was meant for the world to see them not just as heroes, but as citizens. Nah, I don't think so. It was meant to push the bill closer to the final stamp. But if I was the one ready to give that stamp, I wouldn't, because these videos of theirs don't tell how they are fit to be soldiers. Kimiko bonded mostly with Frenchie and watched a show with him. But I have a question to ask about Kimiko, but I'm saving it for the best. Hughie and Butcher went to a counseling circle, majorly not to pass out their feelings or whatever, but for Hughie to see how the Supes doesn't care about how many people they hurt. In the process, Butcher was caught by the expert of him holding back, and he stormed off. Moving on, Stillwell met with the Deep, and told him to make a live broadcast apologizing to Starlight and ardently his move out from the Seven. Moving on, Mesmer, a Supe that can read minds. Mesmer paid a visit, and asked for his help in the most interrogative manner. He agreed because he gets to see his daughter, whom he lost custody of 2 years back. Question: if this is his daughter and he's a Supe, does that mean his daughter is also a Supe? We weren't told because it was missed out from the writer's mind. Back to Butcher and Hughie. They went to the park and Butcher told him the reason he wanted to expose the Supes so badly, thinking that Homelander raped his wife and killed her to silence her. And as well, this was the last place he ever saw her. Mind kept his end of the deal, and Mesmer needed to keep his. The mind that needed to be read was Kimiko. When he tired in reading hers, the memory was hurtful, and she ended up breaking his hand. Question: Mesmer can only see what you want him to see. He can't see the whole life memory, which means Kimiko wanted him to see those things and later broke his hands because she was angry. How does that make sense? Like, for real, she can think about that all the time and doesn't break anything. Queen Maeve's story is up. I have nothing to say about these ridiculous videos. Back to Kimiko, she hid under a table and Frenchie tried to talk her out. When it worked, she went ahead again to do the mind-reading stuff. Mesmer this time found out that she was kidnapped from her home and forced to kill. After the pulse of Homelander's video, based on he saw the only thing he knew about when he was young lay on the bed, he lied was his. He went out and picked it up. We get to see him young, sitting in a cage. He was an experiment in a lab. He had no parents, bringing more sense to his brutality. Villains didn't one day wake up and decided to be bad, but was made to one. Kimiko continued with her drawings, proving that Mesmer hasn't seen it all. Then she channels her mind to her sketches. Then we get to find out that she is a terrorist. Butcher later went to Susan with evidence and gave her a list, but which one couldn't be done? Killing Homelander. Since Starlight wasn't making herself available, The crew made her a video without her being present. Then at night, Mesmer went over to Homelander and told him all that needed to be known,